How to win listings in a competitive market. This is the complete guide to building a lead generation system for professionals, whether you are operating within a franchise system or operating as a lone entity. I'm going to run you through the full process, the assets you need to build, the strategies you can use to increase your visibility and create a lead generation that works. Hi, I am Sylvie Danois from Pop Consultica, where we help you build and scale a business you love. Lead generation is one of the biggest challenges for a lot of businesses, and it can be amazingly daunting. The good news is that you can easily create a lead generation system and make it work for you. The first thing to know about it, it is a numbers game. There are a few questions you need to ask yourself at the beginning. Is how many listings do you need to achieve your financial goals? How many do you have? How many do you need? How many leads do you need to convert to one listing? Work out your numbers first, and this will guide you as to what kind of lead generation system you need to put together. Now, if you are part of a franchise group, you do need to create a lead generation system that is going to comply with your franchise's guidelines. Okay, so we've established that lead generation is a numbers game, but what about the quality of leads? Well, the quality of inquiries has to do with the messages that you are sending out and how you position yourself as the go-to expert in your industry and your chosen niche. How do you establish a system that delivers an ongoing stream of leads? Now, before we get into that, let's have a look at, for example, the business broking industry. The business broking industry is a competitive industry. It does crowd the online search results. If you start Googling a business for sale, there are going to be a number of listing sites and a number of business broking companies, big and small, that are going to pop up on the first page and the second page. They are all vying for the top spot in search results. They are spending a lot of money making sure that they do and to optimize their website and their presence. And it does make it difficult for the smaller people like you to just break through the ranks and break through that clutter. So how do you take control of the growth of your business then? You can actually achieve this by creating and owning your own online assets to power your lead generation system. And it may not be as difficult or as expensive as what you may think. Here is how it works. That's 3 steps. So step 1, you need to create a landing page. It is a page that is created and designed to tell people why they should do business with you. It also needs to get people to click on your call to action and make sure that they get in your sales and marketing funnel. Step 2, you've created your landing page. Now you have to drive traffic to it. Step 3 is you need to make sure you nurture your leads into listings or whatever business conversions that you're looking at. And that's it. Before I go any further, I just would like to highlight the difference between a landing page and a website. A website has got a navigation menu at the top. It's got several pages. It's got more information about the company, the services, the products that they sell, the team that they have, the history of the company. They'll probably have a blog where where they go, where they have more content to help people use their services or help people make a decision about their services, etc. It is there for exploration. A landing page, on the other hand, has got one goal only, and that is to convert your visitors into click on your call to action. It is optimized for conversion, and it is purely to progress your visitors towards becoming a paying customer. So let's have a look at a landing page that's been created. This is the above the font result of this landing page, and whatever is above the font in landing page is very important, because this is what visitors see first. So they need to be given all the information that they need. So it's kind of a little bit of a summary, but it's got to be a compelling summary of what the page is about. And it also needs to have that, call to action. You can see there is a photo of Graham Tippett. And it is there because people like to do business with people. So it's introducing him, and it's introducing his services and his specialty. We need a compelling headline, and the compelling headline is going to be "Get top dollars for the sale of your butcher shop, guaranteed." We've also need to have a supporting sub-headline, and which we have here. You're in safe hands. I have solved over 100 butcher businesses, etc. Call to action is going to be launch calculator. Now, the launch calculator, so this is a system that has been put together that actually works with the franchisor system. And when people are going to click on this link, it's actually going to take them to a franchise's page where there is a business calculator that the visitors can complete. But before they reach that page, if we click on that button, we've got a little pop-up, and before they can access that page, they need to give you their email address. So you know how many people have visited your page and gone onto the franchise's page to complete your process. You can monitor all of this with your franchisor if you've got one. I would recommend that you also link this with an email marketing program, or otherwise a CRM system, so you can keep in touch with your leads going forward. The above the fold is not going to be enough for a lot of people. They will need more information. So if we have a look, if we scroll down our page, we've got more information that is going to be supporting our claim above, about some of the past sales that Graham has achieved, a little bit about Graham. We also have his credentials in here, and we also have social proof, where we've got what people have said about Graham, and one of them is it's about him being a guru of the meat industry. More reasons why they should be doing business with Graham here. And then obviously we've been going on, we've been giving them more information, we've had our call to action throughout, when just in case they're ready to click that. We're getting to the stage where we need to remind our visitors why they are on the page, and to try to trigger them to click on that call to action. Sell your business, your butcher shop today. There's never been a better time. And this is where we give them some supporting evidence, a little bit about the meat industry, what is happening. Then we get into the franchises or the bigger business with more supporting evidence of the business and further calls to action, etc. There is also where people can contact Graham, and finally our last call to action. Yeah. So in a nutshell, this is what a landing page looks like. So you've created your landing page. Now what? Well, it's time to use it. It's time to put it on your email signature, your business cards, but it's not enough, obviously. It's just use email marketing to tell people about your landing page, about your services, about what you're about. If you don't have a database of contacts, then your landing page is going to help you grow one. So that's a good news. You can also share it on your social media pages, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, anything that you're using, and that is appropriate for your target market. But the great thing about having a landing page is that it gives you the opportunity to start advertising your services on Google, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform is appropriate for you. The great news too is that online advertising options are very advanced and they allow you to focus on a niche or specialty. It's very powerful. One word of caution, if you're going to start advertising, I would recommend to start small, test, measure, and see what works. Google works really well if you've got the budget. LinkedIn is a platform of choice for business, and it's got a number of advertising options. You can target certain industries, the size of companies, people within companies, depending on the function that they hold. The great thing also about LinkedIn is that they will give you a tracking code, and I think it's called an insight tag that you can add to your landing page, so you know who is coming and visiting your landing page from LinkedIn. And then it gives you the ability to retarget to those people and to create lookalike audiences and increase your reach. The same thing applies with Facebook. Facebook has got what's called a Facebook Pixel, which once again you install on your landing page and which allows you to then retarget to those people and increase your reach within the Facebook platform. Now, what a lot of companies actually do is they use, because Facebook is actually quite inexpensive or relatively inexpensive to advertise on. So what a lot of companies do is they will use Facebook as a test market. So they can test the creative messages, and once they find the winning formula, then they can use that to advertise also on Google and to advertise on LinkedIn, which are generally more expensive to advertise on. So there are some great opportunities out there to increase your visibility and generate leads. Now, I hope you have enjoyed this guide to building a lead generation system that is going to work for you. I've run you through the full lead generation process, the assets that you need to build, and the strategies you can use to increase your visibility and create a lead generation system for yourself.